Right then, now I've got me bit of paper here, but I can't show you it because this is under embargo until the end of the month. And embargo means not allowed to tell you, not allowed to tell you the details of it. However, I'll go as close to that. I'll sail as close to the wind as I can, as close to that line as I'm allowed to legally. But obviously, I'm not going to go over that line because I don't want to get into trouble. So your next 50 pence coin to come out is going to be the Alan Turing coin, and he was born in 1912, died in 1954, and I will read you the synopsis of the synopsis can't be under embargo because this is publicly available information. So I'm going to read this with some certainty that I can't get into trouble. Pardon me. Made for a remarkable mind, Alan Turing, 2022 UK 50p coin. As the father of modern computing and a code-breaking genius during the Second World War, Alan Turing was a truly extraordinary individual. In recent years, Turing has become a figurehead for gay rights, following his posthumous pardon from Her Majesty the Queen in 2013, which has since led to further pardons to gay men and created what's become known as Turing's Law. In 2022, we celebrate a man with a remarkable mind with a UK 50p coin that concludes our Innovations in Science series. So the Royal Mint did a series of innovation in science. There was Stephen Hawking, Rosalind Franklin, etc., etc. This is the last one in that series. For a man who passed away far too young, Alan Turing's ingenuity and intellect both still have an enduring impact in the fields of computing, mathematics, and science today. His groundbreaking theories remain revered to this very day, which suggests he was a genius way ahead of his time. Recently honoured by the Bank of England with a portrait on a new £50 banknote, this is the first UK coin to commemorate the life and legacy of Alan Turing. They do like to say those words. This is the first UK coin. I mean, that gets said on virtually every release now. This is the first UK coin to do this. This is the first UK coin to do that. Just making sure I can read the rest of it out. The first UK coin commemorating the life and legacy of Alan Turing features a reverse design by the experienced designers Matt Dent and Christian Davies, a poignant keepsake for those with a passion for science, the final coin in the Royal Mint's Innovation in Science 50p series, available in a range of editions accompanied by bespoke packaging detailing Turing's life and achievements. Now then, what I can't tell you is the mintages, right? So the gold proof coin, I've got it sitting in front of me. I can't tell you what the mintage is. But for those of you that have, shall we say, followed me for a while, you know that I won't steer you wrong. And this is a coin that is worth the investment. There are some coins that, in my opinion, and I'm not right every single time, but there are some coins, in my opinion, that are not worth the investment from an investment point of view, i.e., an investment in a coin is when you buy a coin in the hope and the idea of reselling that coin at a later date for more money. And if you're investing £1,000, £1,500, £2,000 in a gold coin, for example, you want to know that you're going to, if you're doing it for an investment, you want to know that you don't want to do that just to make 50 quid and sell it for 50 quid more than it cost you. What's the point in laying out that kind of money? You want to lay out that kind of money and make decent money. The gold proof coin is on that cusp. It is what I would say is worth investing in. The silver proof coin, I would say, is definitely worth investing in. Now you can take certain things, sometimes I'll go, well, yeah, and then sometimes I'll go absolutely definitely, and sometimes I go, not in my opinion. Right? You know, when they go and make 40,000 of a silver proof, well, you're not going to make good money out of that investing in it, buying a dozen or 2 dozen and putting them in the back of the wardrobe. You're never going to make your money, you know, that way. But when it's got this kind of mintage, and I can tell you it's a low mintage for the silver proof, it's worth investing in. It's worth having a dozen of these at this mintage. It's worth having a dozen in the wardrobe. That's what I would say. So you put that where you like on the priority stakes. The silver Peafool, again, I would say that that's worth investing in. I see that going up in value. Now for the Coupe Pro, again, it's unlimited. Coupe Pro is always unlimited, so they'll buy as many of them, as many of them, as many of them. They'll make them and make them and make them, as long as people keep buying them. So it depends how interested the public become. So you might go, well, hang on a minute. If it's unlimited, then there's never any chance of that making any money. Well, actually, there is. If you take something like the Dame Vera Lynn, the Coupe Pro, unlimited. The Coupe Pro on all of the coins is unlimited. But that Dame Vera Lynn £2, I think, going by the experience that I've got in over 50 years, 52 years of buying and selling, I think the Dame Vera Lynn Coupe Pro £2 will go up in value. And the reason I think it will go up in value is because a lot of young coin collectors haven't bothered with the coin. Right? So it all depends on the public, because even though it's unlimited, at some point they will cease production. Finished. They won't make any more. Once they cease production and they've moved on to something else, however many has been made, has been made. Now, when you're looking at something like Beatrix Potter coin, Paddington, for example, these things that not only do we remember as children, but the children of today are still watching it and still into it. So it appeals to everybody. You take the Dame Vera Lynn and it doesn't. You take the Dame Vera Lynn and talk to young collectors and they're like, yeah, I don't know who she is. I don't want that coin. So not really interested in the because they don't know. You know, you've got to be in your 70s, 60s, 70s and 80s to really appreciate Dame Vera Lynn. I'm 58 years old and I remember watching films as a child and watching Dame Vera Lynn on the telly. But we're talking about 1969, 1972, that kind of era, right? Dame Vera Lynn was the nation's sweetheart in the war, in the 40s. She was the soldier's favourite, one of the soldiers' favourites in the 40s. Yet, 30 years after the war, I would see her on the telly, and so I recognise her. But you talk to my children, for example, they've got no idea who Dame Vera Lynn is. You know, they might sing along to the White Cliffs of Dover, but they've got no idea who Dame Vera Lynn is. And so, logic dictates, when you think about it, that the mint would have made less of them simply because they sold less of them. Remember, unlimited mintage means they make as many as they want, right? They're selling, selling, selling. They make, selling, 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 make. Oh, they're not selling. All right, stop making, stop making. Whoa, whoa, stop making. They're not selling. Got it? You don't continue to make when they're not selling. And the Dame Vera Lynn is one of those that won't sell thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Won't be selling boom, 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 like the Pride coin is, like the Kanga, like the Tigger, like the Winnie the Pooh. Boom, 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 chucking them out. That won't happen with the Dame Vera Lynn, which means that there will be less of them. So even the Coupe Pro version, even the normal version in a packet, that will go up in value. I reckon that will be a bit like the Armistice and the RAFs, and that will go up to sort of within a year, 18 months, I see that going up to like 30, 40 quid. And I see the Dame Vera Lynn changing hands for like £100 a time, what, in 2 to 3 years' time, because there will be less of them about, you see. So very important. Anyway, that's the Dame Vera Lynn. I'm talking about here, Alan Turing. So I reckon silver's worth investing. I reckon the silver Peatfork's worth investing. And I reckon that the gold is on the borderline of worth investing in to put away in the wardrobe, bring out at a later date and make some money on it. What you do, of course, is entirely up to you. I'd like to show you the picture. It doesn't blow me away, I have to say. Pride is a much better coin. The science series has not blown me away. But there you go. I'll be able to show you this. You'll be able to see the picture. If you keep an eye on our stuff, you'll be able to see the picture around about the 27th, 28th of June of this month. And you can find us, remember, you can find us on eBay, you can find us on changechecker.com and of course the greatbritishcoinhunt.co.uk. All right, have a great day. Have a superb day. Thanks very much. Bye for now.